What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Okay, so I have a life update. A major life update. Like, probably the most adult life update I could possibly have right now. I bought a house. Beat. I know. I can literally hear you gasping through the screen. Part of me is still gasping. I'm pretty sure I haven't taken a full proper breath in like 3 nuts. But it happened. The keys are in my hand, the debt is in my name, and I am officially a homeowner, which is wild. Absolutely wild. So this is the first episode of what I'm calling the Adulting series, and we're kicking it off with the biggest question on everyone's mind, and honestly, the only question on my mind. Buying my first house. Am I broke now? Let's just get into it. Let's spill all the tea. The journey to this moment started where all modern dreams start. Scrolling on Zillow at 2 a.m. You know the vibe. You're not seriously looking, you're just manifesting. You're saving houses with backyard fire pits and perfect kitchen islands to a Pinterest board titled Someday. It's a fantasy. It's like online window shopping, but for a life you don't actually have yet. For me, someday felt like it was a million years away. I mean, let's be real. The economy is giving chaos. The idea of owning property as a millennial or Gen Z feels like a myth, a legend passed down from our parents' generation, like affordable college or pensions. But then something shifted. I got tired of my apartment. Tired of hearing my upstairs neighbor's entire life story through the floorboards. Tired of not being able to paint a wall without having a panic attack about my security deposit. And that 2 a.m. Zillow scrolling started to feel a little less like a fantasy and a little more like a plan. A very, very terrifying plan. The first step, the money talk. I had to sit down and look at my finances. Not just a quick glance at my checking account before ordering Uber Eats, but like a real hard look. I'm talking spreadsheets, I'm talking budgeting apps, I'm talking confronting the ghost of every dumb purchase I've ever made. That concert ticket from 2019? Haunting me. The sheer amount of money I've spent on iced coffee? Criminal. And the number you need for a down payment is just offensive. It's a phone number. It looks fake. And for months, my entire life became about chasing that number. I went into hardcore savings mode. My friends would be like, hey, want to go out for brunch? And I'd be like, sorry, I can't. I'm eating an egg at home for my future mortgage. I became a hermit. My social life was non-existent. The grind was real, and honestly, it was not cute. Every dollar I made felt like it was already spoken for by this future imaginary house. Then came the next boss level, the credit score. I became obsessed. I was checking it daily like it was my horoscope. I was paying off my credit card bill the second I bought a pack of gum. It's this weird, arbitrary number that holds all the power, and you're just desperately trying to please the credit gods. Once I had my savings sort of in order and a pre-approval letter in hand, which by the way feels like a golden ticket from Willy Wonka, the real fun began. The house hunt. You guys, looking for a house is the weirdest, most emotionally draining experience ever. It's like the worst season of The Bachelorette. You meet a realtor who is basically a matchmaker, and you go on these terrible first dates with houses. I saw so many duds. There was the one that smelled vaguely of cats and regret. There was the super charming fixer-upper, which was basically 4 walls, 1 strong gust of wind away from total collapse. I saw a house with a bathroom that was carpeted. Carpet in the bathroom! I can't. You get your hopes up so many times. You walk into a place and you're like, this is it. I can see my future here. My plant will go in that sunny corner. I'll host Thanksgiving right there. You start planning your whole life in a house you don't own. And then you get the call. You were outbid by an all-cash offer that was $50,000 over asking. It's brutal. The real estate market is legit the Hunger Games. May the odds be ever in your favor, and may your down payment be massive. But then, it happened. I found the one. It wasn't perfect. It didn't have the giant kitchen island from my Pinterest board, but it had a good vibe. It felt solid. It felt like home. So, we made an offer, and they accepted. And for about 10 seconds, I was on top of the world. And then came the paperwork. You think you're prepared? You're not. It is an avalanche of documents, an absolute tidal wave of PDFs and sign here tabs, escrow, title insurance, PMI, HOA disclosures, contingency this, addendum that. It's a whole different language. My brain was melting. I just kept signing my name, hoping I wasn't accidentally selling my soul or my firstborn child. You're sending your life savings, every penny you've ever earned, into the digital ether and just praying it lands in the right place. The anxiety is next level. Finally, closing day arrived. I sat at a long table in a sterile office and signed about 500 more pieces of paper. And then a very nice lady slid a set of keys across the table. My keys. To my house. The feeling was indescribable. It was this crazy mix of pure elation and sheer bottom-of-your-stomach terror. I walked into my empty house, my house, and just stood in the living room. Everything echoed. It was just me and the four walls I was now responsible for. And the first thought that popped into my head was, oh my God, what have I done? Which brings us back to the big question. Am I broke now? Deep breath, then a laugh. Yeah, kind of. Okay, let's be real. Yes, the bank account is looking sad. It's looking real humble right now. My emergency fund is now the what if the fridge explodes fund. My fun money is now the oh no, that pipe is making a weird noise money. The thing nobody really talks about isn't just the mortgage. It's everything else. It's the closing costs that jump out at you like a horror movie villain. It's the property taxes. It's the fact that you suddenly need to own things you've never thought about in your life. A lawnmower, a ladder, a fire extinguisher. I spent a whole afternoon researching trash cans. That's my life now. So financially, am I broke? In the sense that I can't just spontaneously book a trip to Bali? Yes. My treat-yourself moments have gone from buying new shoes to buying premium wall spackle at Home Depot. But in another, more important way, I don't feel broke at all. I feel rich, not in money, but in a sense of accomplishment. I did this. I saved, I sacrificed, and I made it happen. When I painted a wall last weekend, a bright, obnoxious color that I would have never been allowed to use in an apartment, I felt like a millionaire. There's a security in knowing that this space is mine, my base camp, my little piece of the world. I can hammer a nail in the wall without asking for permission. I can have a dog. I can plant a ridiculously optimistic vegetable garden in the backyard. This isn't a flex. Trust me, this was the hardest, most stressful thing I have ever done. There were moments I cried, moments I thought I was completely insane for even trying. It's a huge privilege to even be in this position, and I don't take a single second of it for granted. So the answer is complicated. Am I cash poor? For sure. But I'm also house rich. I invested in myself and my future. And while my wallet might be empty, the feeling of walking through my own front door at the end of the day is priceless. This house is more than just an asset. It's the start of a whole new chapter. And that's a chapter I want to share with all of you. This whole journey, from the insane hunt to the terrifying paperwork, and now to the part where I actually have to furnish this place and, make it a home, is going to be a process. There will be DIY wins. There will probably be a lot of DIY fails. There will be budget decorating, furniture flips, and me probably crying on the floor of a hardware store. It's the beginning of something new, not just for me, but for this channel. We're turning this empty space into a home together. So if you want to follow along on this absolutely crazy ride, if you want to see me try to figure out how to be a homeowner, and if you want to be a part of building this house into a home from the ground up, then you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a single part of this new series. Welcome to the Viana Home Channel. Let's do this thing.